In this video, you will learn all about how to clean stalls the Harmony way. Here are the materials you will need, and the lovely Diane is going to show us how to get her done. To start, bring the bucket into the stall with you and start raking up the big piles of poop and the big spots of wet shavings from the urine. It is important to shift through the shavings so the clean shavings left in the stall can fall through the fork and back into the stall so we are not wasting any shavings. Once you have shifted through the shavings and have let them fall through your fork, you can discard the poop into the bucket. Shavings are very costly for the league, so we like to conserve them when possible. Diane is going to continue to shift through the shavings, bringing the poop and urine-soaked shavings into a pile where she can then scoop up and discard them into her bucket. It is important to do your very best to get all of the poop and the urine-soaked shavings out of the stall. Once you have gathered up all of the wet shavings and poop in the stall, while carefully shifting through and saving as much of the clean shavings as possible, you can then scoop up and put all of the dirty shavings and poop into your bucket. When your bucket gets full, you will take your bucket outside to one of our gators that has a dump trailer, and you will dump your bucket into the trailer to take to the muck pit. Diane is now going to use a shovel to help her scrape up the rest of the wet shavings on the bottom of the stall. Once all the poop and urine-soaked shavings are removed from the stall, you will grab the pee-pee powder, or others call it fairy dust, to sprinkle on the bottom of the stall where there was urine, so it'll help deodorize and soak up any of the excess moisture. Diane is now going to go back through the stall and pick up any last-minute little turds that have escaped her fork during cleaning. And then she is going to start shifting the clean shavings from the exterior of the stall back into the middle. When we feed the horses inside, we like to throw the hay into the corner of the stall by the waterer. It is important to make sure this corner is kept very clean since that is where their food goes. If there is any leftover hay in the stall that is wet or full of urine or poop, please get rid of all of that hay as well. If there is clean hay left, feel free to leave it in the corner. Once Diane has finished moving the clean shavings that were left in the stall back into the middle, she is going to add in some more clean shavings. We like to use a half a bag only if there is clean shavings left in the stall from cleaning. If you have to completely strip the stall, meaning taking everything out, you can use a full bag of shavings. We like to only use a half bag if possible to conserve shavings, since shavings are expensive. Next, you will take your fork, or you can use your feet to evenly disperse the shavings throughout the stall. We like to say a good rule of thumb is about 2 inches of clean shavings. After you have evenly dispersed your shavings, please take a broom and sweep away any extra shavings that have made their way into the crack between the door to the run and the stall. You will then use the broom to sweep away any shavings that are in front of the doorway that the horse walks in and out of to their run. You will also sweep away shavings where we throw their hay and by their waterer. In addition, we like to sweep away shavings in front of the doorway that goes to the aisleway of the barn. This helps to decrease shavings getting tracked in and out of the stall. Here is what your stall should look like when you are finished. After you have cleaned the stall, it is important to also clean the water in the stall. Dave is going to show us how to do this. First, you will reach up and turn off the water. There is a valve above the blue hose. Then you will use a bucket that has a fishnet and a scoop and a brush to get all of the hay and debris out of the water. Once Dave is done scooping out all the old water into his bucket, he is going to use the brush to scrub down all the inside parts of the water to get off all the scum and grime and dirt. He also does a great job of wiping down the outside parts of the water so it looks nice. Once he is done scrubbing, he's going to try and scoop out any remaining water that is in the water. If you need to, there is a little black stopper in the bottom of the water that you can pull out to drain out any of the excess gross water. After you are finished getting out all the gross old water, go ahead and make sure that the stopper is in and you can go ahead and turn on the water again. It is very important to turn on the water before leaving the stall. Also, it is important to watch the water fill up and make sure it does not overflow. Thank you for watching, and thank you for all you do for the equines at Harmony.